What's up, guys? Today we are going to be talking about Ready or Not. So, this was a game that I had been wanting to get for a while. Just I didn't really have many people to play it with, and and it just happened to be on $20 on Steam. So I bought it, and I'm gonna give you my thoughts today. So let's get into the video. Okay, guys, so Ready or Not is basically a hyper realistic shooter with full customization, as you see here, and full customization in your guns, your weapons, what you're bringing into a confrontation. There, I finally got it. Confrontation. It took me like 18 takes to get that right. But confrontation, and you can fully customize your character. You can know what you're wearing. If you're using CS gas, you throw that in. You can put a helmet. You can put a mask on. You can use NVG. You can night vision, of course. You have a wide. I wouldn't say wide array because most of the guns are like based off the AR platform, but there are some gems in there. And in this video, I didn't really use that many AR platform guns. I mean, the pistols have a wide assortment. SMGs have a wide assortment. Shotguns, they kind of all look the same, but I haven't used the shotguns that much except besides the breacher. So yeah, but you have a lot of different. You can play the game. Okay, this. Okay, well, I'm just gonna keep on giving a basic overview, and you can basically full customize that. You can put your different optics on, different stuff like that. You can bring different types of grenades in. You can bring a flash. You can bring a stinger. I haven't used it yet. I think it's just like a regular grenade. And you can use CS gas. And then you can also bring in tasers, and there are like pepper ball options for like the different guns and stuff like that. So a lot of less than lethal options that you can bring into the game. And then you have a wide assortment of things. You have like little grenade launchers that you can bring in. You have like rams and like breaching mechanisms that you can bring in. You have a shield that you can bring in, and there's a lot of different things that you can bring in. You can bring a mirror gun in, but there's a wide assortment of ways to play the game, and it appeals to many different, like playing types. I personally am a very big Battlefield guy. I love playing Battlefield 5, even though it's not my favorite. Battlefield 1 is the best Battlefield game. And then also, I like playing Battlefield games. I like playing FPS Battlefield games. Call of Duty is not so much my thing. I also like to dabble in, games like Elden Ring, and then and then some games like Dark Souls. But also, I like to delve into Bethesda games and Rockstar games. But see, how I play those games, and how I play Ready or Not, I can still use my playstyle from other games, I can kind of just go crazy in Ready or Not, or I can go more conservative in Ready or Not. I can bring a big magazine packed with stuff, even though there are no LMGs in Ready or Not that I'm aware of. You can just bring in a big AR, assault rifle. Not an AR. AR is armor ready, I think, or something like that. But you can bring in an assault rifle, you can mow down some dudes, and you can leave. Or you can bring an SMG, go crazy, leave. Shotgun, destroy everyone. You can bring a rifle, be more tactical. You can use a shorter rifle so you can maneuver around corners easier, and then, do your mission and leave. And there's so many different play styles. Every single time, it doesn't get repetitive, even though the maps don't change every time. You have a wide assortment of maps, so every single time you load into a map, the AI are different areas. Different doors are locked. Sometimes the openings are a little bit different and stuff like that. But it doesn't get old because you can go in from a different angle. If it didn't work last time, if your officer got shot, you can go in from a different angle. You can come in from the back. You can do all these different things, and then there's if you've played if you've played the map before, you can probably initialize like in the back of the first map, like where they have all those like chairs and stuff. There's usually one or two guys, or once you go in, one or two guys move up into that area, or there's people you can shoot in the chef's area. Sorry for the spoilers, but basically I'm trying to prove the point that this will not get repetitive. And all things will get repetitive eventually, just because, or I know I just contradicted myself. What I mean is this game will not, it has a lot of replayability. That's what I'm trying to say. Unlike Starfield, where I'm going to make a comparison to one of my games, even though they're very different games, where in Starfield, once you get to New Game Plus, you've kind of done everything in the game. And sometimes you can have these alternate, storylines and stuff like that. But being a Starborn, sorry for the spoiler, being a Starborn is not very fun. So that's why I made the executive decision in my world to just stay the thing. And Ready or Not has a lot of replayability. There's a lot of maps. And I haven't played too much into the game. I haven't even played multiplayer yet. I'm just focusing on like the campaign with there's a single player campaign basically where you can moderate and you have different people on your team that you can choose, and you can choose what they do. You can choose what type of things they do, and like, do they have a mirror gun? Do they have this? Do they have a ram? Do they have this type of gun? What do they specialize in? Do they specialize in armor? Like, you can have extra armor. Do they specialize in making people surrender? What do they do? So there's a lot of different playstyles. There's a lot of different customization in the game. You can completely customize your character. You can do a lot of things. It's a very fun game, I'd say. And I haven't even played multiplayer yet. So now we go to bang for your buck. Now, I do believe Ready or Not is a little bit expensive, but of course I've only put 20 hours into the game, so I don't really know. I haven't really gotten my money's back yet, but seeing how the game has gone so far, I believe that I will get my money back. And this is important because you always want to get what you paid for, and I believe that I will get what I paid for because I've only played like 4 to 8 missions on practice mode and the campaign mode, and that only elevates once I go into multiplayer and I'm talking to real people and we have real strategy and we have real conversation over one breach or another breach, and we can choose different levels, and we can choose how we get into a room and how we get out of a room and how we take down the suspect, or how we do different things. So I'm really hoping that multiplayer is very good. But yeah, so very good game in general. I would say you should probably get it if you want to play, something new, because I know R6, I played R6 before. I'm not a very big fan of R6. But I do happen to be a fan of Ready or Not. And I feel like a lot of the people that are getting held back from getting this game is they feel like no one else has it, or it's like too realistic in some senses, and they won't have fun playing a super realistic game and stuff like that. But I think that most people enjoy the game because I'm not a very milsim guy. I play a lot of Battlefield games, but I also play a lot of games like Elden Ring and stuff like that. So I'm not a very hyper realistic guy. And then before Ready or Not, my most realistic experience on video games were like the Portal in 2042 and stuff like that. And we can talk about 2042 at a later date. But basically, in general, you should like, subscribe, comment on the video. It's always good, even if you say something nasty. So this is editor Alex here, or postscript Alex. But basically, shit, I just named you out myself. They're gonna come for me now. Anyway, so I also asked for a share. That would help me out a lot. I'm a small, little guy, even smaller than some little guys, people that consider themselves a little guy on the YouTube, space. But I would very appreciate if you would share it, even if everyone you share it to makes fun of me. It helps me out if they watch the video for a minute. It gives me a view. And if their viewer retention is above a minute, helps me out even more. So, basically, I know someone's going to go to like 59 seconds and then just leave. But, anyway, I must say, I forgot what I was going to say. Damn it. Alright, I'm going to pause this and just trying to... So, one thing that I wanted to say was, each individual level is handcrafted, which also helps for not being repetitive. But in conclusion, in conclusion, I would say that if you want to change stuff up in your gameplay of any game, and you want a kind of new experience, a new type of game, whether you're a Milsim player, whether you're a Bethesda player, whether you're the GTA player, whether you're, even a From Software player, or a EA player, like a Battlefield player, or someone that plays, some of the NHL games or some of the Madden games. This game is going to be fun for the majority of people that play video games. And, it might not be as, realistic as something like Arma or something, like that. But I believe that it is, a very good game, And this, I feel like, a lot of people can play it. It's very accessible. You know, that was my thought. I probably have something else to say, but I probably just forgot. All right, y'all. It's me. I'm back, y'all. But another thing that I wanted to say is everything that you do in a game, in a match, while you're searching a building, while you're searching a room, it matters. If you shoot a civilian, that's going to take away from your score. That matters. One of your cops, one of the people that you are commanding, if they get shot, that's under you. You will lose score. If they get injured, that's on you. You will lose score. If you flashbang, if you flashbang yourself, that's going to affect, and your team, that's going to affect how you move into a room. That's going to affect how you do different things. Your speed, the speed of which you go into a room may affect it for better or worse. If you're taking 5 minutes to go on the, select wheel and find your thing, which I must say that was me when I just started, which was 8 hours ago. That right there is gonna, that is going to give time. If you've already shot your first shot, that is going to give time for the enemy to move in on your position. And with a map like the first map, where there's a lot of different angles that they can come in from, you might be in that back area and you might be moving up one side or the other, and then they'll come in from the other side. They'll come in from behind, and so everything matters. It is very important that you are, fast and decisive with your options. I don't even know if that's a word. I ain't gonna lie. Anyway, I'm pretty sure that's all I have to say. Like, subscribe, share, as I said before. Check out my YouTube channel. Put some views on some of the other videos. Give me a minute of viewer retention. If you don't want my commentary and you just want to watch like the background gameplay, you can do that. Just mute me, And this video is based off of my opinion, my experience playing the game so far, of course, and it can serve as a guide for a before you buy, because it's my honest opinion. Some things that my biggest downside to this game, I would say, is the price. But other than that, is very good. It's a very good game. It's very fun with your friends, even though I haven't played with my friends. I expect it to be, because that I have evidence of that from many other people that I've played the game. Anyway, bye y'all.